It's in motion for race 1 with Magna Am, Comeback Charlie, Base in View Brad, Secret Fantasy, Dillinger's Lady, and Lenore. A field of 6 behind the gate. Here they come. Here, off and pacing, Secret Fantasy from the middle of the track is leaving out. Magna Am along the inside, now settles into second. Lenore now on the outside, challenging for that second spot. Off stride in fourth, there goes Comeback Charlie. They race down the backstretch for the opening quarter-mile mark. Secret Fantasy leads it by 4 open lengths. Inquiry sign is up. Please hold all tickets. Magna Am reclaims that second spot. Lenore now racing in third. They are past the opening quarter in 30 1/5. Racing in fourth, that is Base in View Brad, followed round the turn by Dillinger's Lady, and pacing once again, that is Comeback Charlie. They race off the turn, on down the lane for the first time, and for the half-mile mark, out in front with that lead, Secret Fantasy with Jill Barrio. Out in front by 3.5 lengths, racing in second, Magna Am. They were past the half in 1 minute 3/5. Now driving in third, that is Lenore. Base in View Brad looking at it from fourth. Back 7 lengths to Dillinger's Lady, and Comeback Charlie can see them all. Will need a big comeback now to challenge, and down the backstretch for the 3/4 mile mark. It's Secret Fantasy, still out in front by a 3-length margin. Magna Am now closing the gap from second. Collins going to work. Now 3/4 reach in 1:32 1. Out in front, Secret Fantasy. Up on the outside now, there goes Magna Am. Lenore scooting up on the inside now, challenging for second. Base in View Brad goes 3 wide. They race past the 7/8, off the turn and down the stretch for home. Secret Fantasy on the inside. Magna Am in between horses, and Base in View Brad. Magna Am is surging in deep stretch. It's Magna Am to win it. Finishing second, Base in View Brad. It's close for show. Time for the mile, 2:03 4. The unofficial winner of race number 1, that is number 1, Magna Am, a 6-year-old brown pacing mare by the sales on the Cam Bestan MG Joyful. Owned, trained, and driven to victory this afternoon by Ricky Collins. The victory in 2:03 4. Number 1, Magna Am, your unofficial race winner. It is rolling for race 2 with Jacob, Freedom Isn't Free, Quick a Minute, Nordic Fever, OB Viking, and Valid Appeal. A field of 6 at the top of the stretch. Here they come. Farah from the inside. Jacob going out for that early lead. Quick a Minute on the outside. And challenging from the rail position, it's Freedom Isn't Free. Now coming away in fourth, that's Nordic Fever, followed round the turn by OB Viking. And your early trailer is Valid Appeal. They race single file down the backstretch, and for the opening quarter, Jacob with Todd Trice is out in front by a length and 1/4. Racing in second, Freedom Isn't Free. Quick a Minute looking at it from third, past an opening quarter of 31 2. Nordic Fever still right there in fourth. Racing in fifth, OB Viking, then Valid Appeal. They continue tightly bunched around that turn and past the 3/8 with Jacob still out in front. Off the turn and down the lane in front of the stand for the first time. On the inside, Freedom Isn't Free racing in second. Quick a Minute, the first to move from the outside. They race on past that half-mile station, 1:03 1. Racing in fourth on the inside, that's Nordic Fever. OB Viking following that live cover. Fifth on the outside, then Valid Appeal underway from the back of the pack. They race past the 5/8 and on down the stretch for the on down the back stretch for the 3/4. It's Jacob by 3 parts of a length. Quick a Minute is second on the outside. Freedom Isn't Free getting the good trip in third. 3/4 miles reached in 1:33 and 4, and Jacob continues to be strong on the front end. In between horses, Quick a Minute. OB Viking tipping 3 wide now, joining the fray up front. They race on past the 7/8, off the turn and down the stretch for the wire. On the inside, it's Jacob. OB Viking on the outside with a final rush. Jacob on the inside. They're not going to catch Jacob today. Finishing second, OB Viking. Looks like Valid Appeal up for the show. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 2. Turning now, the unofficial winner of race number 2, that's number 1, Jacob. An 8-year-old roan facing gelding by Blissful Hall from the Log Dam Salt Shaker. Owned by Joanne Davies of St. John and Kim Beaton of Sydney, Nova Scotia. Trained by Chris Davies and driven this afternoon by Todd Trites to his second consecutive victory. This afternoon, 2:03 and 2. And for Jacob, that's his 4th winner of the 2010 racing season. Number 1, Jacob in 2:03 and 2, your unofficial race winner. It is rolling for race 3 with Flo's Last Call, Mal Pacino, Julie Gilmore, Golden Days, Longworth Legacy, Materialism, and Lucky Alberta. A field of 7 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and racing. They leave 5 wide into the opening turn. It's Mal Pacino, going for that lead, now goes off stride. On the inside, Flo's Last Call coming away with that early lead. Racing in second, that is Julie Gilmore. From the outside, now challenging for third. There goes Longworth Legacy. Inquiry sign is up. Please hold all tickets. Golden Days racing in fourth. Then Materialism, Lucky Alberta, and Mal Pacino trails. They are at the opening quarter in 30 and 2/5. It's Flo's Last Call, leading it by a length and 3/4. On the inside, Julie Gilmore racing a tight second. Third up on the outside, Longworth Legacy as they make their way off the turn down the stretch for the half-mile station. Racing in fourth, Golden Days. Materialism looking at it from fifth as they make their way on past the half-mile marker in 1 minute 3/5. They enter the turn now for the 5/8, and Flo's Last Call still the leader. On the inside, Julie Gilmore getting the good trip. Up on the outside, Longworth Legacy in third. Golden Days now tipping 3 wide from fourth. Then comes Materialism, Lucky Alberta, and Mal Pacino. Can see them all. Down the backstretch, they race for the 3/4 mile mark. And we have a new leader. Golden Days assumes command past the 3/4 mile mark in 1:32 flat. And opening up on the front end, Golden Days and Sam Hodgen. They lead it by 6, make that 7 open lengths. Racing in second, Flo's Last Call. Julie Gilmore to the outside from third. Off the turn and down the stretch for home. Golden Days widening that margin with every stride. It's Golden Days. It's all Golden Days to win it. Finishing second, Julie Gilmore. Materialism got up to be third. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 3. Now returning is the unofficial winner of race number 3. That's number 4, Golden Days, a 13-year-old bay pacing mare by Enterprise Zone from the Surmo Hanover Dam. Brahmaputra Gold, owned and trained by Karen McGrath of Nowidjewak, driven to victory this afternoon by Sam Hodgin for Golden Days in 2:03.3, recording her first victory of the 2010 racing season. Congratulations to owner, trainer Karen McGrath, to driver Sam Hodgin for Golden Days, now your official race winner. It is rolling for race 4 with 1, Ryan's Fancy, 2, Mary Be Lucky, 3, Girl in a Hurry, 4, Belle of the Band, 5, Georgetown, 6, Bend Down, 7, Burton Burt, 8 on the outside, Franco Croupier. A field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing on the inside, going out for that early lead. Ryan's Fancy in between horses. That is Girl in a Hurry. From the inside as well, Mary Be Lucky now racing in second. Girl in a Hurry is hung out in third. Racing fourth on the outside and tipping 3 wide down the back stretch. Now settling in the second path. There goes Burton Burt. They battle on out front. Inquiry sign is up. They race in pairs on the front end. On the inside, Ryan's Fancy is the leader. 31 seconds past the opening quarter. Up on the outside, still challenging for that lead is Girl in a Hurry. Mary Be Lucky getting the good trip from third. Belle of the Band looking at it from fourth. On the outside, Burton Burt follows in fifth. Then comes Georgetown, Bend Down, and Franco Croupier can see them all. Down the lane, they race for the half. On the outside, Girl in a Hurry. On the inside, it's Ryan's Fancy. Past the half in 1:01.4. They battle on for that lead. Ryan's Fancy on the inside. Girl in a Hurry second on the outside. Mary Be Lucky biding his time. A third on the inside. Bend Down on the move now racing in fourth. Down fifth on the inside is Belle of the Band. Burton Burt on the move once again from sixth as they battle on for that lead. Bend Down has assumed command and takes the field past the 3/4 mile mark in 1:32.3. It's Bend Down with that lead, finishing racing in second. That is Ryan's Fancy. Mary Be Lucky is driving in third. Then Belle of the Band from fourth. They have an 1/8 of a mile left to go and Bend Down with that lead. Ryan's Fancy still there in second. Bend Down with Steve Mason driving to the wire. It's going to be Bend Down to win it. Finishing second, Ryan's Fancy. Mary Be Lucky was third. Time for the mile, 2:02.4. Returning now is the unofficial race winner of race number 4. That's number 6, Bend Down, a 4-year-old bay pacing gelding by Mantorius from the Denman Dam, Don't Let Me Down, owned by Downey Stables of St. John, trained and driven by Steve Mason to a new record this afternoon. Number 6, Bend Down in 2:02.4, your unofficial race winner. And for 6, Bend Down, his third victory of this 2010 racing season. Gates in motion for race 5 with $1 Million Down, Terrific Magoozer, Timjan, Loose Town, Last Dance, and Artistry. A field of 6 behind the gate. Here they come. Here off and pacing in. Artistry from the outside is leaving out. On the inside, $1 Million Down, assuming command on between horses. Now challenging for second spot. That is Timjin. Racing in third, Terrific Magoozer. Fourth on the outside, now taking a hold is Gordy Hennessy. Now racing in fourth is Lose Town. Then comes Artistry, and Last Dance is your early trailer. They race on past that opening quarter-mile station in 30 seconds flat. It's $1 Million Down with Steve Mason out in front by a tight length. Racing in second, that is Timjin. Third on the outside and on the move, Lose Town with Gordy Hennessy. Racing fourth on the inside, Terrific Magoozer. Then Artistry following that cover from fifth, and Last Dance trails. They race down the lane for the half-mile station, and out in front is $1 Million Down, past there in 1 minute 4/5. It's Loose Town now racing second on the outside. Racing in third, Timjin. Fourth on the outside, Artistry following that live cover. Then comes Terrific Magoozer, and still training his Last Dance, and Timjin has gone off stride. $1 Million Down is still the leader. Inquiry sign has gone up. Please hold all tickets. $1 Million Down takes this field past the 3/4 in 1:31 and 2. Leading it by 4 open lengths. Loose Town racing in second. Artistry looking at it from third. And Terrific Magoozer, and pacing once again, Timjin on the move from fifth. They race off the turn and down the stretch for home. It's $1 Million Down, going for the wire and strong in deep stretch. $1 Million Down looking like $1 million. It's $1 Million Down to win it. Finishing second was Loose Town. Artistry was third. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 1. Turning now with the second winner on the program is Steve Mason. This time it's with number 1, $1 Million Down, a 5-year-old bay pacing gelding by $1 Million Cam from the No Nukes Dam, Godiva, Hanover. Owned by Downey Stables of St. John. Trained and driven by Steve Mason. $1 Million Down in 2:01 and 1, your unofficial race winner. The gate is rolling for race number 6 from the rail out. 4 Stars Jaws, EJ's Quest, Front Running, Power Pro, Skill Factor, BioLink, and Melody's Cookie Boy. A field of 7 behind the gate. Here they come. Here, off and pacing, Power Pro powers his way to the front from the outside. 4 Stars Jaws on the inside is now racing in second. Coming away in third is EJ's Quest, followed round the turn by Front Running. Skill Factor looking at it from fifth. They race down the backstretch and racing in sixth. That's BioLink, and your early trailer is Melody's Cookie Boy. They race for the 3/4 mile station, and 4 Stars Jaws has reassumed the lead, racing in second. That is Power Pro. The opening quarter was reached in 30 3/5. Racing 4 lengths back in third, that is EJ's Quest. Front Running looking at it from fourth, to the outside from fifth. There goes Skill Factor with Mike Downey. Then comes BioLink, and Melody's Cookie Boy can see them all. Down the lane in front of the stand for the first time, and Scott Hubbard with 4 Stars Jaws takes this field on past the half in 1:01 and 1. Up on the outside, EJ's Quest on the move now, challenging for second. Racing third is Power Pro. Skill Factor following that live cover, fourth on the outside. Racing in fifth on the inside, that's front running. Then comes BioLink to the outside from six. And Melody's Cookie Boy now tipping 3 wide. They race for the 3/4 mile station in 4 Stars Jaws with the lead. EJ's Quest racing in second, 1:31 and 3 past the 3/4. It's 4 Stars Jaws leading it by 3 parts of a length. Now make it a length and a quarter. Finishing, racing in second, that is Power Pro. They have 1/8 of a mile left to go, and 4 Stars Jaws with the lead on the inside. Here comes Power Pro on the outside, neck and neck for the wire on the outside. Power Pro getting up for the victory. Finishing second was 4 Stars Jaws. Looks like Skill Factor got up for the show. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 2. Judges have called. Returning to victory lane is number 4, Power Pro, a 5-year-old brown pacing gelding by Pro Bono Best from the Big Towner Dam Lindwood Metra, owned by Serge Cormier, Quispamsis, Abel Arsenault St. John, Kim Geeky of Quispamsis, trained by Mike Morris, and driven to victory this afternoon by Gilles Barrio. 4, Power Pro in 2:01 and 2, now your official race winner. Down, 3 Crowley Creek, 4 Expo's Dream, 5 Dusty Lane Oscar, 6 Paragon of Virtue, 7 Twilight Charm, 8 Noble Senator, and 9 Satan's Little Number. Race 7, 8 in line with 1 in behind. Here they come. They're off! Crowley Creek in between horses, going for that early lead. Fernhill Treasure from the rail assumes the rail, and now pacing rough round that turn. But on the outside, Crowley Creek, now the new leader. Fernhill Treasure continues to be second on the inside. Racing in third from that 9th spot is Satan's Little Number. Back 4 lengths to 4th, and that is Expo's Dream. Racing in 5th, Dusty Lane Oscar, Emily G down in 6th. Opening quarter in 29 and 4. Racing in 7th as they make their way on into the turn is Paragon of Virtue. Then comes Twilight Charm, and your early trailer is Noble Senator. Out in front once again is Gilles Barrio with a Fernhill Treasure. Off the turn and down the lane first time. Crowley Creek is racing in the second. Satan's Little Number looking at it from third. Up on the outside, there goes Dusty Lane Oscar in fourth. Past a half in 1 minute, 2/5. It's Fernhill Treasure with that lead. Dusty Lane Oscar comes to call on the outside. Crowley Creek getting the good trip from third. Racing in fourth, Satan's Little Number. Emily J down is second over. Now fourth on the outside. Racing in sixth, following that outer flow. There goes Twilight Charm. Then comes Expo's Dream, Paragon of Virtue, and Noble Senator well back and out of it. Past the 3/4 in 1:31 and 3. And we have a new leader. It's Dusty Lane Oscar. Emily J down still out there racing in second. Racing third on the outside, Satan's Little Number with Fernhill Treasure in fourth. They race off the turn and down the lane for home on the outside. Emily J down on the inside. Dusty Lane Oscar. Dusty Lane Oscar to win it. Finishing second, Emily J down. Satan's Little Number will be 3. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 3. Returning with his third winner on the program is Steve Mason. This time it's with number 5, with number 2, Emily J Down. Emily J Down is a 5-year-old brown pacing mare by Drop Off from the Tucson Hanover Dam, Tucson Melody, owned by Downey Stables of St. John. Driven and trained by Steve Mason to victory in 2:01 and 3 to Emily J. Down, your unofficial race winner. Race 7 is now official. Number 1, Fernhill Treasure, was 4th to Emily. Horses and drivers now going to the gate for race 8 with Woodmere Big Splash, Todd Trites, Vic Victor, Lonnie Stokes, Eloquent Desire, Stephen Trites, Kara's All-American with Mark Haig, Trisha's Beauty, Gordy Hennessy, and Scotch Andy with Gilles Barrio. Race 8, our feature. Here they come. Farah from the outside. Vic Victor is leaving out. Kara's All-American in between horses, and Eloquent Desire on the inside. They battle on for that lead. Coming away in 4th, that's Trisha's Beauty, then followed by Scotch Andy, and Woodmere Big Splash is your early trailer. It's Kara's All-American coming away with that early lead. Racing in 2nd, Eloquent Desire. Vic Victor is taken back to 3rd on the inside as they race on past the opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. Racing in 4th, Trisha's Beauty. Scotch Andy looking at it from 5th, and racing at the back of the pack is Woodmere Big Splash. They race single file round that turn. Off the turn now, down the lane in front of the stand for the first time. Kara's All-American with Mark Haig, the leader. Up on the outside, Vic Victor now challenging for that lead. Eloquent Desire in 3rd, past a half in 1 minute, 2/5. It's Kara's All-American. Vic Victor comes to call on the outside. Racing in 3rd, Eloquent Desire, and Trisha's Beauty on the move from 4th. Scotch Andy on the inside from 5th, and now going to the outside, there goes Woodmere Big Splash. You can throw a blanket on him now, going to the 3/4 mile mark. It's Kara's All-American. Vic Victor still there. 3 wide action round past 3/4, 1:30 and 1/5. They race 3 wide round the turn, and Kara's All-American. Vic Victor in between horses, and Trisha's Beauty 3 wide on the outside. Eloquent Desire looking for racing room. Off the turn and down the stretch for home. Kara's All-American on the inside. Trisha's Beauty and Woodmere Big Splash on the outside. Catman's All-American. It's Kara's All-American to win it. Finishing 2nd was Trisha's Beauty. Looks like Eloquent Desire got up for the show. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. Returning now is the unofficial winner. Now the official winner, race number 8, that's number 3, Kara's All-American. Kara's All-American is a 9-year-old bay-pacing stallion by Grin from ear to ear from the No Nukes Dam, Armbro, Orleans. Owned by Gordon White of Quispam Sis. Trained by Earl Fram. Driven to victory this afternoon by Mark Haig. 3, Kara's All-American in 2 minutes and 1/5. Recording his 2nd victory of 2010. Congratulations to owner Gordon White, trainer Earl Fram, and driver Mark Haig. 3, Kara's All-American, now your official race winner. In race 8, the show will pay out on Gate is rolling for race 9 from the rail out. Admiral Bull, PH Catman, Future Secret, Run Them Down, Wild Cherry, Wilson's Cam, Windermere's Glory, and Camco Wynette. A field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. Hurrah! From the inside, Admiral Bull going out for that early lead. So is Run Them Down. On the inside, PH Catman following, now pacing rough. And Run Them Down also pacing rough, pacing once again. Now racing in third, that is Camco Wynette. Looking at it from fourth, Future Secret. Run Them Down is now back in fifth. Inquiry sign is up. Please hold all tickets. Wild Cherry racing in sixth, past an opening quarter. In 30-1. Now racing in 7, Wilson's Cam and Windemere's Glory trails this field. They race on round the turn, and the Admiral is in command of this field, leading it by a length and 3/4. It's Admiral Bull out front. Racing in second, PH Catman. Racing third, that is Camco Wynette. Run Them Down, trying to flush that cover. Racing in fourth as they race on past the half-mile station in 1 minute 3/5. It's Admiral Bull with Gilles Barrio still out in front. PH Catman in second. Racing in third, Camco Wynette. Run Them Down fourth on the outside. Future Secret looking at it from fifth. On sixth on the inside, Windemere's Glory. Then comes Wild Cherry, and Wilson's Cam is underway from the back of the pack. It's Admiral Bull by a length and 3/4. They race past the 3/4 mile station, 1:30-4. PH Catman right there in second. Looking for racing room, desperately looking for racing room, is Camco Wynette, and Run Them Down is fourth on the outside. They have an 1/8 of a mile left to go on the inside, Admiral Bull. Here comes PH Catman to the outside from second. They battle neck and neck for the wire. Admiral Bull, PH Catman is getting up on the outside. PH Catman to win it. Admiral Bull finishing second. Camco Wynette will be 3. Time for the mile, 2:01-2. Inquiry sign is up. Please hold all tickets. Turning now is the unofficial winner of race number 9. That's number 2, PH Catman. A 5-year-old black pacing gelding by Mantorius from the Cam's Card Shark Dam called The Bluff. 2, PH Catman is owned by Bob McNeil of St. John, John Laverick of Raceway, trained by Bob McNeil, driven to victory this afternoon by Stephen Trites. 2, PH Catman in 2:01-2, now your official race winner.